We are live. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. There's a lot of people here already, so let me just go through it. Woo. Let's get this party started. Lots of hellos.
Yay!
Hello. Hello. I'm going to be here at the start because I have to do things, but this may be the push I need to maybe finish the Way of Kings that I started the 1st of January. I mean, if you can already finish that, like, that book is massive. Hello. Aw. We'll talk a bit about what we're reading. I mean, for me, it's in the name, but still, I think it's in the name at least. Starless Crown and The Drowning of the Tree.
I don't see your name when you really cool.
What? Sorry, what you were saying?
I mean, I cannot see your name when you're checking comments.
No, I'm keeping it secret for now. Hello. Black Panther World of Wakanda and Song of Susanna. That sounds amazing. I have just over 100 pages left, Overshadowing the Ember. Is that the new series, or is that like the 4th book in the... I think that's the new series, right? The one sort of besides From Blood and Ash. Definitely going to finish that tonight, and hopefully...
Me.
Yeah, fair. Sorry. And then Where the Drowned Girls Go. I actually have it sitting here because I'm thinking of things. Either going to read The Way of Kings or The Bone-Shod Daughter. Ooh, interesting choices. Hello. Down Among the Sticks and Bones. One of my favorites. Going to read Little Thieves. I've heard so many people talking about that one. It's on my shelves. I really want to read it. So let us know what you think. The Mermaid by Christina Henry. Nearly halfway through. Second book for... I can't pronounce that to save my life. TBRGathon. I think that's how you say it. I'm so bad at pronouncing it.
Correct.
I mean, says the girl who actually makes a DESERTATHon, so... Hello. Yes, 6 Crimson Cranes is really, really enjoyable. Hello. All the hellos. Another Where the Drowned Girls Go. I mean, your plan of doing this readathon so people are actually reading the books is working, Sasha. Hello.
I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you, too. Ooh, Daughter Smoke and Bone. Really good one. I love that one. Already finished 3 books for this readathon. The Dark Tide, The Love Hypothesis, and Squad. Just started Kingdom of Copper. You're reading all the good books, both The Love Hypothesis and Kingdom of Copper. Yes. I love that book. See, I wasn't completely stupid. It's in the From Blood and Ash series. Listening to A Breath of Snow and Ashes. Good evening. Good luck. Found out Holland has a Waterstones today. Yep, we do. It's actually in Amsterdam. And if you want another quite big bookstore that has English books, then you can also go to Donner in Rotterdam. I'm thinking... Oh, that's double. It's nice to see that I'm not the only one that is currently reading the Dark Tower series. I'm reading An Ember in the Ashes and Serpent and Dove. You're reading 2 of my favorites, so you are on the right channel. Where the Drowned Girls Go. I'll go back to the other one next. What are you reading, Sasha?
I'm supposed to read the 5th season, but I just don't feel like it right now. So I'm probably gonna be reading like Starsight by Brandon Sanderson because I need something lighter. I feel something I know
lighter.
Or think I'm gonna enjoy. So yeah, but it's like YA sci-fi. Fair. And I've read the first one and enjoyed it. So I feel like it is lighter in a way that I already know the world. and the point of view
think
we're gonna get. So I feel like
you're freezing up from time to time, I think. Is that just for me? It might just be for me, but you're like, I missed half of what you were saying.
Please let us know in the chat if it is a me issue. Oh yeah, it is a me issue.
Oh no, we lost Sasha.
Doo-doo-doo.
Sasha's freezing. Oh no. Yeah. You're freezing a bit. I think I heard up until the point where you talked about like the world was similar to you, and then it was like yeah. I think Sasha will be right back. She told me she's restarting. So in the meantime, I will basically, I have two options. If I follow the correct route for Team Lake, then I should be reading The Last Legacy by Adrian Young. You can see that. But I'm also very much in the mood for Where the Drowned Girls Go, which will be the 5th prompt. So before we start the first sprint, I'm going to have to figure out which book to read. So if you've read either of these, or just neither of these, and think, you know, I have a feeling of what you should read, please just pass that along. I think this is where I was going. I'm starting with Into the Water while my phone charges, and then I'm going to try and finish a psalm for the Wild Build. Are you then reading the audiobook because you're saying, like, waiting for your phone to charge? Reading The Bitter Kingdom by Ray Carson. Book 3 in the Curl of Fire and Thorn trilogy. I feel like I had the book, like the first book in that trilogy, on my TBR for so long. Invisible Library, also heard a lot of great things about that one. Loved Where the Drowned Girls Go. That is giving me a lot of hope. Hello. This is also a really good one. American Book Center in Amsterdam also has a nice selection of English books. Yeah, that's very true. I caved and finally read Every Heart a Doorway, and now I'm waiting for the rest of the series to arrive. Reading Muse of Nightmares while I wait. I'm not sure if you can see it. I must have moved it, but Muse is actually right here. It's such a good book. I love that duology. So you're doing well on both aspects. Check them out. Do check them out. There's quite a few bookstores here that have English books. Sarsha's back.
Hello!
Woo!
And there is no delay with you anymore. So that's
Woo!
good.
For Sasha, my lips were moving, but you couldn't hear me.
That was wild. But the thing is that usually, like, StreamYard lets you know if the internet is bad, you know, by like having the internet symbol, whatever, clicking.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the case. But I just looked at my Wi-Fi and it was actually H plus instead of 4G. So I was like, that's
why.
the reason why.
You're also less like grainy now. Like you're in much more higher definition.
It's the 4G. The 4G.
What I was saying, because you were gone, and I thought, you know what, I'll just share which books I'm reading or am attempting to read. So if I were to follow the rules, which I usually do, but kind of don't want to right now, I should be reading The Last Legacy. But I kind of want to read Where the Drowned Girls Go.
I mean, it's the BeSureAthon. So if there is a way to cheat, is with a We Were Children book. So I would love.
I feel like I should. So we can do buddy reads while sprinting. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Also, this is helping. Very quick read. I mean, have you seen how tiny it is? I literally opened this up on, I think it was like the day before my birthday, and I also got Rule of Wolves as a gift, and I compared the two. One of them was like this big, and the other one was like this. It was so cute. So cute.
Yeah.
Read what you're more drawn to. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm drawn to both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's only fair that I read these during sprints, right? It's only fair.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably start this one first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually responded to a comment where I think she mentioned that her phone was charging. So I was like, does that then mean that you're reading audiobooks? So yes, audiobooks. I'm currently reading The Night Circus, but I need to start Hollow Places. I actually read both, and I hope that you're enjoying The Night Circus a lot more than I did.
Yeah, I haven't read it. I don't think it will be for me.
It was my first Desert Vibe book. Made me start loving Desert Set books. You want to know what my first Desert Vibe book was? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Go for it. Not everyone knows you, maybe.
I mean, if you've been following me, you probably know which one. I'll leave a little bit of a blank here so we can actually guess. So just for funsies. Everyone's happy to have you back, me included. This is what I said. You're in much higher definition.
4G. 4G.
Yeah. There you
Imagine
go.
what we will get with 5G. Like you could almost like touch me.
Yeah. HD. Ooh, hello.
Hi,
Have a
Ro.
rest. Go and sleep. You need it. All the hellos.
Oh.
Yes, I'll just read that one.
Yes.
Yep. Hello. Trying to get through all the what? That's definitely, I mean, it's a chaotic idea. That book is huge. Shall I just for reference grab it from my shelf so we can see? Just for funsies? For shits and giggles? Wait.
Yeah, I don't know that book, but I know it's huge. I don't have it. So
I mean, it's a Desert Vibe book, so of course I have it.
of course I don't.
There it is. Look, just for giggles.
Oh,
Look at the difference!
Yeah, it's huge. But I love the edges, like the spread edges.
This is the Illumicrate edition, I think. Yeah. Look how pretty.
Oh.
I mean, the only reason I have this is because of the Illumicrate. Illumicrate did me really well. So
No, it's beautiful.
They actually, I think, like 2 or 3 of the months were actually Desert Vibe books after each other, and I was like, hey, yes.
I love you.
Yeah. Hollow Places is so good. I'm keeping that one. I have it on my shelves. I'm keeping it for like October spooky season.
Yeah.
We have a winner.
I mean,
Yeah. I do agree with this one too, though. It's like half. So you know me too. Hello, Janaya. I'm doing well. I actually heard today that I'm getting a solid contract, so I'm very happy. How are you, Sasha?
I'm okay.
That's also good. Hello, I just realized that my book that is by an Asian author also fits for left, as its map has a whole fantastical glove, and it takes place in both sides. Ooh, that's so cool. I also took the left one, so I am actually putting this one on left side of the world. So for day 3, your choices were to either go left or right for the TBRGathon. I can't speak anymore. But basically, the prompt for today, at least when you chose left, I'm not sure what the right one is, was to read something from the left side of the map or left side of the globe. This author's from America, so that helps. But this also works.
Yeah.
This is my 5th time, I think, reading The Night Circus, so it's basically an unfair advantage against... That's fair. Yep, that would be... Yeah, fair. Fair. Really, really... Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't say The Wrath of the Dawn. You literally told me the other day. Yeah. I mean, I always talk about this book, but I also talk about Dave about all the time, so I get it. It's both. Mm-hmm. The only Desert Vibe book I own is Dune, lol. It's the only one I don't own.
And it's so good. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Really. But
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know if it would be for you, Esme. Like, I'm not sure you would enjoy it.
That's just what I'm scared of. I don't want to be, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be disappointed by a Desert Vibe book. I've been disappointed once with the Desert Vibe book. Once, just once.
Which book?
And it made me The Candle and the Flame by Navisa Azad, something along those lines. Was basically like the reason why I disliked it was because of the fact that the main protagonist basically has to become something else in order to become this sort of strong female, and I was like, yeah, that's not it.
Yeah.
I mean, Globe, yeah. Somehow remembered her saying that the other day. I mean, I say it every single day, so yeah. I also liked Rebel of the Sands and The Forbidden Wish. Also, some of my all-time favorites, so yeah, they're really good. Right Side is anything but the Americas, so it shows Black Panther. I mean, that works perfectly. Oh, everyone is just good memory. Definitely a good memory. We Hunt the Flame is my favorite Desert Vibe book. I mean, someone, I'm not naming names, Sasha, but someone actually sent me her special edition. Wait, can I show you? Don't mind the lights. They're up because otherwise Luna will bite them, but look at it. It's right there.
I can see it is We Hunt the Flame because I know the cover, but
Yeah,
otherwise I don't think it is.
You can barely see it, but
yeah.
This is just proof that it's actually there. But yeah, Sasha DNF'd it, and so you sent me your special edition, and I love it so much. And I cried. After I stopped filming, I cried.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They were happy tears.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. The Night Circus like meringue, delicious, crisp, and fluffy, but substanceless. I really have to reread it and give it another shot, I think. I just really didn't like it the first time I read it.
Have you read Caraval?
I have read. It's actually why I wanted to read The Night Circus, because I really enjoy Caraval. But The Night Circus, I think I read it in 2017, so it's maybe time to,
Yeah, I really did enjoy Caraval. So I was like, The Night Circus, it sounds like the same thing.
No, it's actually, I feel like Caraval is a lot more character driven, and The Night Circus is a lot more plot driven. From what I remember, it's very hazy.
Oh.
Chose to go right so I can choose a manga again after I finish Down Among the Sticks and Bones. That's a good one.
Yeah.
This is a good recommendation. If you get Dune, do the audiobook. It's so good.
The audiobook, you have music in the background. You can hear the wind, the sandstorm, everything in the background. It's so well done.
That's really cool.
I'm still not sure you would enjoy it.
Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Desert Vibe books I have is the Dave Abat trilogy and the Unbroken. Are you surprised when I say I have both?
No. Yeah.
Okay. And the Daughter of the Smoke and Bone trilogy. Is Daughter of Smoke and Bone really, really desert vibey though? Like especially the first one is more, I think it's more cold because it's also in Prague, I think.
Yes. But I feel like the part when she's in the other world and once she gets with the angels and everything, I feel like it is definitely because some things are happening in like where is it? Like North Africa, West Africa, or
something along those lines.
West. I cannot remember the country, but it's definitely giving me that vibe. Like at least the second one and the third one, really. The first one, a bit less.
I mean, they're amazing books, so no matter what you read them for, they're really good.
I did not enjoy them. Again, I'm like,
why am I not surprised?
I mean, I enjoyed the first one because I really loved having a main character. I forgot her name. Karu, and I loved the fact that she had like two identities and the portal fantasy aspect of the book. But then I feel like the second one and the third one focused way more on the romance and the war solution, whatever, which were completely different to the first one. So that's why. But I still found many moments in the book really well done and beautiful, and I understood why the author did that or that. It was just not for me, but it was a beautiful series. But yeah.
I mean, that's very fair. I got the Wrath in the Dawn for Christmas a few years ago, but it's still on my TBR pile.
It happens.
I mean, DESERTATHON is in May, so... Also, what I find hilarious is the fact that Sasha here, no, wrong side, that side. Sasha is not the biggest desert vibe reader, but you're actually co-hosting it with me this year. If you were wondering, we're having co-hosts this year. Lots of interesting stuff happening in May.
Yeah. Imagine if I find a prompt that match or fit like a polar fantasy book.
I mean, technically speaking, you 100% can, because I feel like I usually aim for someone just reading one of my favorites and we're fine. Yeah. My hope is for people to read my favorites. That's why I made this readathon.
Don't worry, I know what you're saying here. I know what I have to read.
Yeah. I will just send you over my bookshelves and you can pick. I am looking this one up. The Darkest Bloom. This one that I'm adding it to my TBR. I mean, if it... Oh, it is on my TBR. I haven't read it yet, though. I will. I want to buy this now. Have you seen how beautiful that cover is?
Let me check.
It's very, very pretty. This is a good... I will read it.
By P.M. Freestone. I love that name.
So...
Oh, is it like the first one, Shadow Scent?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Everyone.
How beautiful is that cover?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a cover buyer. Don't hate me.
I mean, who isn't?
That's true. I read The Unbroken, didn't love it, but that's because of the plot, not the desert vibes. That's fair. I have this book on my TBR, so I'm curious to see if I can actually fit it in May, but we'll see. That's another fantasy subgenre I need to look into, desert vibe books. If you are curious to some recommendations, there are a couple of desert vibe recommendation videos up on this channel, if you're wondering. I think 3 or 4 in total. And I'm thinking of doing like an updated one this year. Probably also doubling up a couple of books, but looking at specific prompts that might be difficult. But we'll see. Esmay, not naming names. Esmay in the same breath. Sasha. I mean, sorry. You know, at least you know who said it. I'm reading The Never Tilting World, and one side is pretty much all desert, the other side of the world is cold. That is like the perfect balance.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. I reread The Night Circus last year, and it went from 3 to 5 stars. Caraval was like a 2.5, and Sears just got worse for me.
Oops.
I don't want to reread Caraval because I'm scared it will go down for me. But I do want to... I want to reread it. Yeah. Oh, I see a tail.
We got a Mooney here.
Such a cute one. For the right path, since I believe it is set in London, worked for Portal Fantasy. Ooh, that's nice, doubling up. Only second book is set. Yeah. See, we have Row here for all the good statistics. My brain just leaves me after 6 p.m. Just make sure you get the right audiobook for Dune, not the one I got, because that one was narrated only by a man, and whenever he read women, it was so cringe. Oh no. The second and third book. Yeah, that's what they're in Marrakesh.
See, yeah.
Excited because daughter spoke about my current audiobook read. Ooh. So exciting. Don't think I've read any Desert Vibe books. I read the Fallen Kingdoms, and I kind of remember that as a desert vibe. I hated it though. Fallen Kingdoms. I think that is as in fallen or falling, because I'm not sure if there's a fallen kingdom. There's probably a book that's called that. But
I think that's a series, no? The Fallen Kingdom?
would you still recommend Caravel? It sounds interesting, but it's also like it has all the usual. It's very young adult. The thing I enjoyed about it, at least back when I read it first, was that it was so magical. Like the writing of Caravel is very magical for me. Esmay, don't you ever get scared that people will hate the books you love and your credibility went out the window? I mean, my credibility went out the window years ago, so that is not something I'm scared of.
Oh, come on. That's not about that. Like everyone has different tastes, and sometimes like your community will watch you because they have similar tastes, but also because they have the opposite.
Yeah.
And so whenever you're gonna hate a book, they're gonna be like, oh, I actually think I'm gonna enjoy it because she hated it. You know, it's not about that. It's about many things. So
yeah, no, honestly, I don't mind. I mean, especially because of what Sasha just said. Everybody loves what they love, and nobody will love all of the same books and dislike all of the same books. So, I mean, if you at least try to read them, that already makes me really, really happy, so that I'm sort of spreading these books around. And even if there's one person in DESERTATHON who finds a book that's my absolute favorite that also will make it onto their favorites list, that's a win for me. Like, that's what I love most about BookTube, just talking about my love for books and then having someone come back to me like, oh, because of your recommendation, I read this book and I also absolutely love it. That's just the best feeling in the world. At least for me. That's why I do BookTube. One, to, you know, talk about reading and share reading experiences, but also to give recommendations, because we all want everyone to read, you know, your favorites.
absolutely.
Shall we do a first sprint before we're talking hours and hours?
Yes, I agree.
What about we do a 30-minute one to get into it?
Works for me.
Let's see if I can actually find the timer. What's that one? Yeah.
Oh, have you read Blood Red Road?
Wait. I mean, the last part doesn't give me any hope. Blood Red Road. No.
I actually enjoyed one book last time. The name is Oasis by Katia de Becerra, whatever, and it is a desert vibe book because actually, like, the people are from the Australia and they're going to Dubai because the dad is actually an archaeologist or whatever, and they're going to dig something because he found something, whatever. And you have those bunch of teenagers going there, and there is something happening. And what I really enjoyed about that book is that it was actually a cosmic horror, sci-fi-ish. So I really enjoyed it. So I'm not against that vibe. I just need to find what works for me. But it was interesting.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah. It was really, at the end, I was like, what the heck? I loved it.
I mean, isn't that the best thing when you find a book where we're like, I'm not sure if I'll even enjoy this, but then it's like one of your favorites? That's just...
Yeah, I agree.
Can we... Wrong button. All right. Are we ready to start sprinting or reading or whatever? I'll see you in 30. Where's my... Sorry, small intermission. Hello. How did you do? Sorry, small intermission. Hello. There's an echo. Sorry for the echo.
No worries. You were watching like the video at the same time, right?
Yeah, on accident, I suppose. I think, yeah, I replied to something. That was why.
Yeah.
How did you do?
I've read 27 pages and did other things as well, so it's okay. What about
That's
you?
great. I read 29 pages. I'm taking it slow, but that's because my brain is too, like, it's not functioning. But that's okay. I see another 23 pages, 42 pages, 30 pages where they found her, 64 pages. That is impressive.
Amazing book as well.
Why do you do it like this?
Oh no, like this. Like, sorry, I didn't mean
Oh, I was like
this. Sorry.
15 pages, 22 pages of Keepers of the Lost Cities, 51 pages of Kingdom of Copper. That is impressive in 30 minutes. 40 pages of The Way of Kings. I mean, that's just as impressive. Didn't get a ton of pages read, but I have a napping toddler, so that's a win. Definitely a win. Listen to my audiobook. At least I hope you're enjoying it. 30% of Where the Drowned Girls Go. Yeah, I think I read less. Also, I think that this book could have had some... I mean, maybe I missed them, but are there trigger warnings in this one? I would have liked some trigger warnings, honestly. Because there's this segment that really mentions weight. Like, I think it's the second chapter. Would have liked a trigger warning, but oh well.
Well, it was kind of like obvious because of the character you actually are following.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah, I agree. It should be mentioned at the beginning of a book, but it was kind of implied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed it because I don't do well with synopsises. 18 pages of Down Among the Sticks and Bones. I love that one so much. I joined halfway through and I'm going to be reading House of Earth and Blood. Ooh, that's a brick as well. Yes. Going straight into the audiobook, also trying to knit a bit. Want to finish a Psalm for the Wild Bill tonight as it's my first book. Ah, good luck. You can do this. To be fair, it's a middle game with a bit of illustrations and in my native language, so that helps. Also, the book's great, so I just get in the zone. I mean, that's fair. 60-ish pages of the Jasmine Throne. Oh, that's impressive. Especially, I mean, it's still here. Especially with how big this book is. Is it a quick read, then? Hopefully. Also very important. Also very important.
Yeah, I agree.
I literally came back from work, quickly had dinner, and, like, took a shower, and that was it.
Yeah.
Just joined. I'm currently home with COVID, so this is a perfect chance for me to actually try and get out of a reading slump. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Maybe just feel a bit better. I'll be reading Harry Potter. Good luck. Good luck. I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah. Sending you hugs.
Yeah, me too. I really enjoy it so far. I really like Jack and Jill when I read book 1. Yeah, Jack and Jill are amazing. I love them. I think they're one of my favorite characters. I don't know. I just really love their world. So
yeah.
And Lundy. I also love Lundy.
Yeah, she's my favorite.
She's my favorite.
Yeah.
Some content warnings I've seen for where the... Yeah, I think that would have been good to be added to the front of the book, but I mean, you can't have it all.
No, you can, but it's on different website because now I check like different websites or whatever with trigger warnings to make sure it's But again, like it's kind of implied because following that character, it was already the case before. So
Yeah, that's true.
if you know what the story is about, who the story is about, then you
Yeah.
know that it is implied. So I feel, but it still should be like it should be a norm to actually have it at the very beginning of a book. You know, just 2 sentences or whatever saying, uh, "We talk about that. Just make sure you're okay with that, or if you need
Yeah.
help, here are some websites or whatever." I feel like it should become a norm. But when that's gonna happen,
Especially because of how intense like the backstory of Korra is, because of the fact that she literally went into her world because of the fact that she was trying to kill herself,
mhm,
because of the fact that she was bullied over her weight. Like,
yeah.
this also hits very close to home, so I would have liked. I don't usually check trigger warnings because I don't have a lot of them, but I found one that triggers me.
Mm, yeah, I know.
It's a quick read so far. It helps that there are multiple narrators. I'm guessing this is the
For the
Jasmine
Jade,
Throne.
yeah, wait, yeah, not Jade, Jasmine,
Jasmine Throne.
Jasmine, yeah.
Yeah. Tosha Suri, I think, is also the writer of what is it? There's another Desert Vibe book of hers on my TBR. Empire of Sand. Yeah. The Empire of Sand. Something along those lines.
I saw the cover of that book, I think.
I think it's the Empire of Sand.
Mm.
Yeah. Not the, it's just Empire of Sand in the books of Ampa.
Mm.
It's a duology, I think.
Oh, nice. I love duologies.
Me too. Cora's my favorite from the Wayward Children. I relate to her a lot. Yeah, she is actually really, really growing on me as well. I can also really relate to her, so that's. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
I mean,
I mean,
it's just how it is. Like
yeah,
I remember like with my medication, the medication I take, sometimes I will have like 50 kilos and sometimes 110 and I cannot control it. It's just because of the medication. And you know, like some sentences that we had in the previous books and in this one where people just say, yeah, but you're just being lazy and you're not paying attention to what you do, what you eat or whatever. It's so not true, you know what I mean? And people just like, it's that kind of thing. You're just like, okay, if your comment's not going to help the person in the next few minutes, just shut up.
exactly that. If you have a comment about anything, like anything when it comes to appearance, it has to be able to be fixed within a really short period of time. Yeah.
Yeah, like you have like lipstick on your teeth or you have lipstick here, okay, tell me that
Yeah.
so I can fix it, but that's it.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, I felt that. I feel like maybe probably a lot of us do, but I'm a little bit triggered. I think this
Yeah,
is my favorite book so far, but then again, I've always really loved water. I tend to choose Poseidon for Olympic Games, readathons, plus Team Lake. Yay, Team Lake! Woo! I see
yeah.
another Team Lake. Woo! And by narrators, I mean perspectives. I have no idea what the audio situation is. I had that idea. Yeah. That's cool. So if you're looking for a multiple POV book, there you go.
It's actually the kind like when I was checking Rose video for the first prompt, like it was like multiple
Together or alone. Yeah.
point of view, and I was like, oh shoot, it seems simple, but how do you know?
Yeah. I literally just I have another readathon next month that also does multiple POVs, and I was literally like, do I even know any of those?
Yeah,
I know I do. I just can't think of them from the top of my head.
yeah, same. So I was like, oh, the audiobook is only one narrator, so it's one point of view, right? One perspective.
I know. This is exactly how I felt. Yeah. I have 394 pages left of The Way of Kings, but I have no idea how many I will be able to read today. I should make my bed before it gets too late so I can get help with doing it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I always struggle by myself, and then someone always says, I could have helped you. And I'm like, no, I'm a strong, independent woman.
Mm.
I can make my own bed.
Yes.
Hello. I can stay until... Yeah, but can be back an hour later. I mean, I'm not sure how far or how long we'll be sprinting for. I do have to say that I have to work tomorrow, so it's not going to be midnight. But we'll probably do a couple more sprints still anyway. My Grammy says to always compliment things that people choose for themselves rather than on things they couldn't choose. That is also a really, really good way to think of things.
Yeah. I love it. I do love it.
Yeah. That's a great way to stretch social.
Works, right? And
Definitely
also, you never know. Like, for instance, in this book, the chapters are like this. There is no like point of view of or whatever. So how do you know? Unless
I
you
actually,
ask someone.
yeah, some of them have them, but the thing is, I don't want to go through a book because I might spoil myself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, just joining. I will be continuing with Jade Legacy. Hello! I actually got Jade City for my birthday, and I'm scared because I saw Pris bawling her eyes out over it, over Jade Legacy and Jade War. So
You've already read the others, like Jade City and Jade War.
no, Pris was reading them.
Yeah, but because you got Jade Legacy, so you got the entire series.
No, I got Jade City for my birthday.
Oh, okay. I heard Jade Legacy. Okay.
Sorry, my bad. I am
Nice.
unclear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many books that I want to read, but I'm so scared to read.
Yeah. I will be starting Jade City next month for the read along, but I'm really scared because the more people talk about a book, the less I want to read it.
This. Nah, Ro would be proud.
Yeah. We will read it.
I'm also scared to read Jade City. Yeah, I feel like all of us are. Like, I wonder. Just curious question for everyone. Do you have a book that you think you'll absolutely love but are too scared to read, so you're putting it off? If so, which book is it? Also, not Jade City, because we just talked about that one. Another book.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
You should be scared. I finished Jade City last night. It was amazing and it tore my heart out. Well, that's fine. I mean, there's no heart in here anyway, so.
Yeah.
My entire TBR.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I have a couple of cute, like, I have the Polar Bear Explorers Club on there. I'm not scared of those.
No. Oh, what book am I scared of?
Shadow of the Gods. Is that?
Next month by John Gwynne.
Yeah.
I feel I'm not scared to actually get that one. Oh gosh, is there a book? Oh yes, I know which one. Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm reading it in March, and I'm scared to actually read that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm scared for that, but also I'm scared to hate it after everyone has been loving it.
I didn't enjoy it that much, especially I loved it up until the ending. The ending was very anticlimactic for me.
So maybe I will love it.
Yep, this gives you hope. There you go. You are turning into Jane every single time Jane reads something fantasy and hates it. I usually love it, and vice versa, which is really funny.
Yeah,
I had that problem with Adinaru up until last month when I finally read it. That's fair.
Ooh, Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. You know, the prequel to Game of Thrones? I have it here. and I bought it like 2 or 3 years ago. Still haven't read it because I'm scared to actually get to that one. So okay, that one is my
All
pick.
right. Faithful and the Fallen. Yeah. I'm guessing this is Empire of the Vampire. If so, same. That book is a brick. I'm scared for the Song of Achilles. Yeah, I'm
Empire
not
of the
reading that
Vampire,
one.
right?
Yeah, Empire of the Vampire. I think you're frozen. Oh, no, you're back. You were frozen for a little bit for me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, no worries. Song of Achilles. Yeah, I'm scared of that one too. You've reached Sam. I don't know that one, but it's probably a very heartbreaking contemporary romance from the sounds of it. I had that with Sophie Anderson, The Great Big Bear.
I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi. Let me come back.
We'll see you in a bit. It was even better than the hype. Ooh, that's good. If something is better than you thought it would be, that's just really good. Oh, Sasha is frozen in the most cute way possible. The whole Song of Fire and Ice. Yeah, Game of Thrones. Yay, Sasha's back. Also Priory. Yeah. I actually read it and I still don't feel like I have. Wisdom of Crowds. Yeah. Hello, just got home. Doing good. I think we're going into the solid reading. I'm gonna get cake next sprint though. All of them. I'm scared of A Dance with Dragons, the most current book in A Song of Fire and Ice, because then I'll be caught up. Yeah. Also, we don't know when or if book 6 is coming out.
That's the worst. Like the if.
Yeah. The if part. There's definitely an if part.
I know. I want it so bad because I read them all.
Ace of Spades by Amanda Foody. I think there are literally 2 books that are called Ace of Spades now.
It's Ace of Shade.
Oh. I will now remove myself from this live show.
It's fine, don't worry.
Well, next comment. Scared of the Wheel of Time. I feel that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, A Little Life. It's definitely A Little Life. Actually, a good friend of mine, she read it, and she literally told me, like, if you're feeling sad, not even if you're feeling depressed, but if you're feeling sad, don't read this book, because I literally was broken for 3 months. So, yeah, I'm not reading that one. Also, maybe Bear and the Nightingale as well. I have no idea if I'm going to like it or not. I haven't read much of Russian folklore. I mean, I'm scared because if I hate it, Sarsha will hate me, so.
No, I will not hate you. No, but it is one of my favorite series, like absolute favorite series. I love it. It's beautiful, but I totally get, like, I would not personally suggest that book to just anyone. So I absolutely get that because it is really heavy on the Russian folklore, and if you have never read anything Russian before, you might not understand half of it, but you will understand it with what you're reading in that book. But it will not be like, oh, okay, I mean, you will need to read the book, like to continue with the book in order to understand. Well, if you know Russian folklore, you would understand quicker, if that makes any sense. But it is really beautiful, but also very old style-ish. With the way they treat like women, etc. But yeah, I don't know if it is the perfect book to start with Russian folklore, but if you do pick it up, I hope you will enjoy it. And Esmay, no, I won't hate you if you hate the book.
I have a feeling I will enjoy it, but we shall see.
Yeah.
10,000 Doors of January. I started that one. I will be finishing it, but I prioritized my BeSureAthon TBR. But that's a Portal Fantasy, so I'll probably be reading that one after I finish the 2 that I mentioned. And so far, from what I've read, really interesting, so not that scary.
And it's a standalone, right?
Yeah, from what I've heard.
So that's good.
I don't think he will ever release book 8. Book 6, I mean. I think we actually Googled this the other day. He's like 73, so if he wants to, he's gonna need to get a move on.
Oh my. Or imagine if someone else writes it and we
Yeah,
just like so sad. I don't
that
want that to happen.
no.
I would prefer not to have an ending, honestly, than someone else writing it.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I mean, I haven't read any of it, but I think at this point, if something happened to our boy Droid, someone else would be Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not reading A Little Life. It seems to break everyone. Yep.
Yeah.
I actually heard a couple of things about what happens in the book because I specifically asked for it, and yeah, it breaks everyone. I'm reading to escape, not to be broken. Real life is enough. Yeah.
True.
As a writer to pick up the series if it kicks the bucket, so I don't know when that will happen.
No, I don't want that.
That sounded way worse than intended.
We got it. But no,
Yeah.
no, it cannot happen. Touching wood cannot happen.
No. Do I have wood here? Yes. There we go. Do you even have to, because of the heavy religion element, the woman were really put down? I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, it is basically the old gods kind of fighting the new gods because of the people involved in the story, so fighting like the beliefs, etc. So I totally get it. And yes, the women don't have the best roles here, and they're not like that considered or whatever. But that's all time. It was like this in the past, so it's kind of reflecting on that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think another book I'm scared to read is November 9 because I think I'll like it so much I'll get into a reading slump. Honestly, anything Colleen Hoover. Like, I've been recommended this, so Sanderson could continue it maybe. I mean,
That's an option.
yeah.
Maybe they did finish series for other authors. No?
I'm not sure. Here. I mean, Brandon Sanderson picked up and finished the Wheel of Time, and he never met Robert Jordan. I didn't know that. I mean, he could. In that case, I'd probably say he could. Was Sanderson the one who finished? Yeah, I would say yes. Yeah. I mean, from everything you guys are saying, I would say yes, but
yeah, I love Vasya. I love Vasya so much.
Oh yeah, definitely was so true to the time period. It just makes me mad. Most books that do that, I mean, yeah. Speaking of books that I am terrified of, I have one book which is the final book in the Imperium trilogy, so the final book in the Furyborn trilogy called Lightbringer, and it's sitting on my shelves looking at me on the daily, and I know that I will love it, but I know that I will be absolutely broken, so I have not read it yet.
Why broken? Because something's gonna happen in the book, or because it is the end of a series you really loved?
I think I'm not sure what will happen, but basically we follow two timelines, and like the first prologue of book 1 is literally, I think, someone like dying or something like traumatic happening, and we then go even further, but like we have two, like basically this time and then the past, which is like 100 years ago, something along those lines. I don't remember that well because I've been putting off the book. So, and the prologue of Furyborn basically describes vaguely this traumatic event, and we haven't made it to that part of the past timeline yet, and that will be in the third book. And there's also a couple of things that happened in the ending of book 2, Kingsbane, that will have to find its course in the third book, and I'm just so scared of what will happen to my babies. So yeah. That's probably what. So scared. Like I'm even more scared of this one than I was of the Empire of Gold, which is the third book in the City of Brass series, but I was scared for that one too, and I sobbed my eyes out.
Oh, you enjoyed it? I thought you hated the last one.
No, I love all three. The Dave Abad trilogy, like 10s across the board. Like, I love it. Robert Jordan had extensive notes on his series, and the editor was his wife, so he had ample. Fair. That is fair.
I would like to get to it, but I don't know when, because I want to read the books before watching the show. As usual, I'm that annoying person.
I mean, that's why you're reading The Witcher next month, right? I literally am tempted to read The Witcher because you guys are doing the read along, and I'm already reading way too many books.
Yeah, I know, but these are shorts. That's why, like, I'm less scared to actually start The Witcher, because all the books are like 300, 350 pages. And I feel
Yeah.
like it's decent. It's not like The Faithful and the Fallen with 700 pages or other series we read in the past. So I feel
Yeah.
like it is actually manageable. But
Yeah,
for
that's
me,
fair.
I'm not saying that for you, but I'm just like,
I
yeah.
mean, I could probably fit it in somewhere, considering I have 3 readathons to do in February, then a readathon I'm hosting in March. April is free for now. Probably won't be for long, but it's free for now. And then we have DESERTATHON in May. I'm setting myself up for either great success or failure.
Well, success. You're just gonna please keep April free. Breathe.
Yeah. Look at me, and then someone just asked me, like, hey, do you want to co-host? Of course.
No, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, April is a magical readathon, but it's like not hosting; it's participating. So it's like a different pressure, let's say.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for that one to see if it's actually gonna happen in April this year or just in August.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm so excited for March. Like this, like I've never hosted a readathon that it will be this big, because I literally have a total of 14 hosts. 14.
Huge.
It's huge. I'm gonna do, for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna be doing a GREEKGODATHon, like literally based on the Greek gods, in March, and basically we'll be with 14 hosts.
I'm not one of them. Is anyone?
No. 14 different people. I mean, I can safely say, which probably isn't a surprise, that Femke is one of them. I mean, she's my partner in crime, so of course she is.
Yeah.
But it's very, very exciting.
That's a lot of organization, because you cannot be 14 on a live reading sprint. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think I'm just gonna dial it down, reading sprints, and just see whatever happens. I'm already happy that I got 13 amazing people to want to join me with this, and just sort of getting all of the prompts, and like I'm basically going to be working with like a prompt and a perk system, and like it's a lot of planning, explanation, and a lot of things to think about. Everything is coming on the 4th of February, by the way. I'll be filming the announcement real soon, and I'm just so excited for everyone to see it, because like DESERTATHON has always been quite big, but like GREEKGODATHon is going to be huge, and I'm so excited for it.
Yeah.
Especially
You have
because
Team Hades, right?
What?
Hades. Team Hades.
We do. Yeah. There's
Okay.
I mean, there's 14 gods.
I'll be there.
And there's 14 hosts. So
Yeah.
every host basically has one god under their wing. I mean, yeah, we literally have everyone from Zeus all the way to Hestia and Hades. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I can't wait. Like, it's gonna be so cool. If you basically want to keep track of that, there is already a Twitter, which is literally just called GREEKGODATHon. So if you want to check that out. I think I already put it in? It should be in the video description, I think.
I don't know. But sure. Before everyone asks, do you have to read only Greek mythology inspired books, or you can read whatever?
No, there's basically there's going to be prompts based on the gods. And that can be, I mean, everything will be explained. I don't want to give too much away just yet. But basically, there's a prompt that will fit the something about the god. And there will be a sort of point and team system, because 14 prompts will be too much. Everything will be explained. But no, there's literally no rule that you have to read a book that has Greek mythology in it. You can read whatever you want. So that's just cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So no. I mean, I can list them if you'd like. I'll just I actually have them in alphabetical order, which I find very satisfying. So I hope I'm pronouncing all of these correctly, because that is also a thing.
Yeah.
But we have Aphrodite, Apollo, Ares, Artemis, Athena, Demeter, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, Dionysus, Hades, Hephaestus, Hera, Hermes, Hestia, Poseidon, and Zeus. So those are the 14 that I have. I wanted an odd, like I wanted an even number for certain purposes. But yeah, I'm very excited.
It sounds epic.
Are some of my favorites, and I think I already revealed today which team I'm going to choose. Haha. Wait, did I miss that?
Oh, Poseidon. Yeah, Poseidon.
Oh, right, the lake thing, of course.
Yeah. In English, Poseidon.
Yeah, Poseidon, I think.
Poseidon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one I cannot pronounce is
no,
Demeter?
it's like Hades. In French, you say Hades.
Yeah, that's so, the Dutch one as well, Hades. Yeah.
And when someone one day was talking about Hades, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know that god. Actually, it was Hades. So I was like, oh my god.
Team booze and party god. That's Dionysus.
That.
Yeah. Since I'm named after that one. I mean, that's fair. Athena. Yeah. I actually, for those of you who are wondering, I'll be taking Team Zeus under my wing. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. I thought it would be logical, considering I'm the one who basically put it all up. Otherwise, I would have probably chosen either Artemis or Hestia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really love the idea of hunting. So Artemis is really something up my sleeve, and Hestia is the sort of the goddess of like harvest. So I don't know. I really like the naturey thing. Yeah, they are. But like I said, we have 14 because it's an even number. We have Apollo. I mean, I will probably have to puzzle, read along, and book club books as well. So it's going to be interesting. Mind you, I've basically put up a system where it's accessible for everyone, because I didn't want it to be like hardcore, like you have to read 14 books, because I know that no one will be able to do that. At least I won't be. Like, people will be, and if you want to, you can just, of course, go for that. But there will be ways where you can just join if it's like a couple, like 1 or 2 books. So tried working around that. I'm like so excited for you all to see it, and all of the graphics, and like I've been working on this so hard, and with all of the hosts as well. They've really come up with such creative things, and I can't wait to share with you. So yeah, really exciting. Another. Yeah, I mixed it up. Demeter is the one of harvest. The reason why I said Hestia is because hearth reminds me of fire. So.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. I've been so deep into this that it's Hades. He's my godly parent after all. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I mixed them up. I keep mixing them up. I will get everything right by the time we get to March.
There are so many things to remember and everything, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's 14 of them, and I could have also gone for other things if I wanted to. I'm always participating in Middle Grade Monthly, so hoping to combine that with the God of Booze. I mean, should be fine. Should be fine. Shall we do another sprint?
Yes, please.
How long shall we do an extra long one?
Mm-hmm. Do you mean extra long one? 45 minutes or 1 hour?
40. People okay with 45 minutes? That's like a nice in between. That way I have enough time to get cake. I need to celebrate my job.
Yes, you do.
All right, let's put up the timer. Yeah, this one. I thank Uncle Rick for my Greek mythology knowledge.
Aww.
I mean, Rick Riordan is doing as well.
Yeah.
All right, 45 minutes is good. Prior to the, like, Hermes. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, there will be something for everyone, so if you want to join, you can always check it out.
Look at us talking about upcoming like readathons while in the middle of two.
Yeah. Guys, we need to read Wayward Children.
Okay, let's go.
See you in 45 minutes.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
I just realized that you should change my name.
Oh, yeah.
Round Girls Go. That's a very long title. How did you do?
But almost 70 pages.
Damn, that's impressive. I feel like I'm reading at a much slower rate.
Yeah, but the font is big. Like,
Fair.
the font is big, and it's YA sci-fi, really easy to just fly through it. But how did you do? Hello,
I
baby.
think I read about 50-ish pages. Yeah, 40 or 50. I think I'm over halfway in. Wait, this is the that I still need to do.
Yeah.
About halfway. I mean, it's really interesting. It's very different. Also, can I just ask, like, I'm curious, maybe it's just me not remembering things, but they actually mention one girl who's about to graduate from this Withorn Institute. That's the girl from the previous book, isn't it? Yeah. Poor Reagan. Well, okay, that's what I wanted to know. Let's see. What the Greek gods were known for their wayward children and the adventures of those children. I love this one. I saw this one during the sprint. I was like, I need to fill that up.
I love it.
Hello, very late, but we'll be reading The Bronzed Beasts tonight. Ooh.
I love the title.
Me too. I'm not going to look it up. I already have a TBR that's too big. So I've finished one book so far with 2 halfway done. I'm hoping to do 1 book for each prompt, so hopefully some prompts will fit into graphic novels. Graphic novels are always great.
Yeah. I will just close the door. I'll be right back.
Yes. Have a nice read in bed. That's always the best thing. Reading in bed. I mean, I'm sitting in my bed reading, if that counts, but 10 minutes left of the audiobook. Oh no!
You can do it.
You're nearly there. I mean, you can finish it next sprint, but still. Joined halfway through the sprint. Hello. Read 49 pages. That's really good.
Yes.
Ooh, what did you think of it? Was it good? 44 pages, 67 pages in The Way of Kings. No idea how that happened.
That's a lot for a dense book.
Yes. Hello to Mooney. 42 minutes left. Oh, that is awesome. 29 pages of House and Earth and Blood. I forgot I have the US version and the pages are thinner, so I forgot that it was so big. I literally, like, one of these Sarah J. Maas books I have, I think it's A Court of Wings and Ruin, literally has these Bible thin pages. Oh,
yeah, but I
words.
believe you don't have the choice, right? When it's like above a certain number of pages or words or whatever. If they are in one book.
I think so.
Yeah.
Joined halfway through but ended up scrolling Instagram. I do this way too often, so I feel you on this, or just scrolling TikTok aimlessly. So bad. I feel you. But it's also really fun in a sort of therapeutic way.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
10 pages. So really good. 15 pages. Ooh, that is also well done.
Yes.
Got to the part of my knitting where I start the pattern. Ooh, that's exciting. What are you making? What are you knitting? 26 pages Down Among the Sticks and Bones. I feel like these books read a lot slower, at least physically. But
maybe
that might be.
You could listen to the other book at the same time.
Yeah,
it's all Scribd.
Because it is, how long is it? It's literally to the dot 150 pages.
Yeah, it's the shortest one, I believe.
It's really cute. Like having a hardcover that is this tiny is just cute.
Yeah, it is.
Another 50-ish pages. Also really good. Halfway through it. I'm not sure which one. Wait. Can I find that? Yeah. No, can't find it. Just let us know what you're reading. Bronze Beast is part 3 of the Gilded Wolves.
Ooh.
I mean, I have the first one on my TBR, so that's not adding anything. I mean, take it away. Take it away.
BeSureAthon is a readathon happening this month for the entire month based on the Wayward Children series by Shannon Maguire. The first book being Every Heart a Doorway. So, yep. But yeah, we're doing like double sprints here for BeSureAthon and TBRGathon. So
I mean, it's never too late to join, considering you can double up the prompts, right?
yeah, you can do whatever. At this point, you can do whatever. As long as you're having fun and enjoying the books you're reading, or that you think you're gonna enjoy them or whatever, just do what feels right and stretch the prompts the way you want. Just make it work for you.
Also, every book in the Every Heart a Doorway series is on Scribd, and most of them are about like 4 hours long. So if you have chores to do, they're perfect. I actually used to listen to them while in the car. I listened to all of the audiobooks. This is the first one that I'm reading physically. So definitely recommend.
That's maybe why you feel like you're reading them slower, because it's actually the first time you're reading that writing style and that story, you know?
Probably. How are you liking it? I'm guessing this was the Bronze Beasts?
Yes, I think.
Yeah. Halfway in my book. That's so nice. 29 pages of Goblet of Fire. I mean, that is also impressive. They're very big. I'm enjoying it. I need to pick it up, back up, put it down because Jade Lexi came out and dropped everything.
Yeah.
It was good, mostly focused on the Dora, I don't know how to pronounce that, and a lesbian couple within the group. 4 stars. Oh, that's good. We won 4 stars. 4 and 5 stars. Like them sprints, people. I'm knitting a jacket for my niece. Need to take an emergency phone to grandma for some knitting help. Oh, that is so cute. And grandmas are always the help when it comes to knitting and anything creating.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Have a nice night. Bye. 39 pages of Date Legacy, and let's just say Fonda be doing is dirty. I really don't like these phrases if you still have to read the book. I'm reading Ninth House and I don't know what to think about it. I DNF'd Ninth House.
I gave it 3 stars, I believe. I love the vibe of it, but so many trigger warnings as well. I was not ready.
Yeah. Need to read one more book and then I finish BeSureAthon. Woo!
Amazing.
I mean, I have 2 more, but I can do that. I can. Ow.
You okay?
I hit myself. It's fine.
Oh.
I should stop speaking with my hands. It reads very quick. Whoa, that is impressive. I mean, I read The Prison Healer in 2 sittings. Really good book.
Yeah, there are books like this that you just fly through. Like, again, Dune, 700 pages, read it in 2 days.
Yeah. It just happens with, but the thing is, now I'm in this big conundrum because with The Prison Healer, the Gilded Cage is already out and it's literally staring me in the face.
Mm-hmm.
But if I read that book, I will have to wait until June for book 3.
But June is not that far.
I know, but I don't want to wait. So I'm making myself wait by not reading the sequel. I don't know. It's fine. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, if you're going for the Wayward Children team, I'm pretty sure you could pick 5 prompts that will fit 5 of the books if you'd want.
Yeah, it's 4 prompts actually, 1 from each team, and the last one is Portal Fantasy.
Which are all of them.
Yeah. So you can just pick whatever fit the prompt, like the books you want to read. I'm sure. Yeah.
I started 9,000, really enjoyed it, put it down because I started it when I was moving and needed my energy elsewhere. I mean, that's fair. I think 9,000 is really one of those books that's either a big hit or a big miss with you. Like, maybe not with everyone, but like, I don't know. It's either something that you really like the atmosphere of or something that's not for you at all, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I really love the dark academia vibes, a bit like thriller-ish or whatever. But something I noticed, and I kept saying, I keep talking about Lee Bardugo because I really love Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. But I noticed all her other books were 3 stars for me. All
Oh,
of them.
really?
Yeah, so I'm just like, she's not one of my favorites, actually.
Oh, no.
Which is kind of shocking, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like, that's fine. I will buy whatever she comes with, but at the same time, I just loved Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, but not the rest. So I'm like,
Have you read King of Scars?
yes, I wasn't a fan of it.
I mean, it's on my shelves. I have to read the duology.
So I give them all 3 stars. So they're all like so for me.
We need more heist books. That's just the thing. Heist fantasy books are. I feel like there's not a lot of them.
I mean, The Gilded Wolves is about a heist.
That's true. And you have. I keep forgetting the name. Into the Crooked Place?
Oh, yeah.
By Alexandra Christo, but I feel like that one's a bit of a. This is very rude to say, so I'm not going to say it. A smaller version of Six of Crows. I wanted to say like it's a sort of lesser version of Six of Crows, but that's rude to say because it's a book
like
in itself.
inspired by
Yeah, it's definitely inspired because if you look at sort of like I don't remember the characters' names because it's been a while, but if you look at the characters in that one, it really sort of you can sort of pick and choose and like connect. I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. Too much timeline. I'm not interested in some. It's hard to be in it every page. I'm not sure which book.
Hi, Alex. I don't know what book you're talking about. I forgot.
Yeah.
But hi.
Hello. Also, you never have to say sorry for your English. I mean, I think none of us here are actually native speakers. So
No. And you can just count how many mistakes I make while talking, so don't worry.
Also, if ever, you can resort to French because I'm pretty sure Sasha knows French and she can translate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do the Wayward Children books work for the bonus prompts of BeSureAthon?
I think, yeah. You mean like the bonus prompts, like the prompts for where the drowned girls go, like the 7 prompts? They absolutely do. So yeah.
I mean, I would think so.
Yeah.
Read Dune in 2.5 days. I think some show or movie came out during my reading of it. That's fair. I finished the first 6 prompts for BeSureAthon. I am on extra prompts now. Wow. On fire. You're on fire.
That's amazing.
It is. Finished 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. Sharing the first place with Among the Sticks and Bones. Wow. Oh, I'm curious now. It's going to continue. This is giving me a lot of good vibes.
Yeah, it is really good. It is such an important book in the series.
I think it's really like it really gives me all the creepy vibes as well, like being stuck in a place that just forces you to be the opposite of who you are.
Oh yeah, it is really sick. Like that place is a place I wish I would never visit. Like this is not the school you want to go to. It's horrible.
No. I agree. The first 5, yeah, the regular prompts, the regular. I don't know how to call it.
Don't worry.
only have the Portal Fantasy one left. Good luck. Sasha's living over here. Did you all see the picture of the actors of Jesper and Wyland next to each other? They treated us with that. I didn't! Wait. No. This needs my babies. Wait. I'm Googling. I saw the picture of like announcing who was playing who, and I got so excited. Photos.
Yeah, same. They finally started to film again, which we were all waiting on.
Come on.
Wait, do I?
We need pictures. Hello.
Is it on Twitter? I forgot where I saw it.
I'm trying to find it, but I love them, okay? I love them so much. I mean, it's probably no surprise that my favorite character is Nina.
Oh yeah, Nina is like perfect. I love her.
Also love the name. Oh, I love them. Oh, they look so cute.
Wait, where was the picture shared?
It's on. I found it on Twitter. I can't share it because I'm looking on my laptop. But
yeah,
I love them. I agree with this. I love heist fantasy books.
I do love them too.
I'm only doing a Portal Fantasy over BeSureAthon because I couldn't choose a team. Although this readathon did make me realize that the Dark Tower series is one.
It is.
I didn't realize that the 10,000 Doors of, I mean, it literally is called the 10,000 Doors, but oh well. The 10,000 Doors of January is a Portal Fantasy.
Yeah, there are just so many Portal Fantasy, but you just don't realize it. Darkest Shade of Magic is one. I mean, obviously, Alice in Wonderland, Narnia, Peter Pan, Magonia is also one. Neverwhere. There are so many Portal Fantasy out there, but we just don't think like about subgenres, if that makes any sense. But there are so many, like a curse so dark and lonely, whatever. It's also a Portal Fantasy. Like what else?
I'm trying to think of one that is on my shelves that I didn't realize was Portal Fantasy until now.
The Bear and the Nightingale kind of is at one point in the series as well.
Oh, I know one, which is probably a very unknown book. The Burning Sky by Shelley Thomas, because there's they basically go into a sort of memoir kind of thing. Grimoire, what is it called? Like a big book?
Yeah.
I would say that's a portal.
Yeah. Maybe even like that book, what is it called? The thing with the library, and it's really weird, and it's heavy.
The Midnight Library by Matt Haig?
Yeah, it could be that one as well, but the other one, the sea something, with honey and bees in it.
My mind is leaving.
Thank you,
yeah,
Maria.
That one.
Yes, yeah, absolutely that one.
I think someone in my team actually recently finished that one. Ooh, I'm missing a lot of comments. More love for King of Scars and then Shadow of Bone. I mean, Shadow and Bone has Mal, so there's that adult fantasy book that Goldsboro did this year with the yellow spine. Ooh, that has a heist plot. I mean, Femke would probably know, but she's working, so I'm missing my Wikipedia page. Look for more as a fantasy heist. Ooh. 9,000. The Shadow and Bone series. Haven't read the book. I don't know that one. You're not the only one. Same with the Bardugo. I mean, my ratings are a bit more all over the place, but the ones I loved were Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Language of Thorns was fun.
As well. Yeah, as well. That one was really good. But I love generally like all the fairy tales or tales that we read in books or whatever. I love when there is a separate book just dedicated to those tales. I just love them.
Yeah, me too. There's gonna be one in the Daevabad series. Just so I wanted to put this out there. There's gonna be anything S.A. Chakraborty. I will buy it. Just slap her name on it. I will buy it. We have more French speakers, by the way. Sorry, I got very enthusiastic there. I know the Putzer twins are just perfect casting. So excited. Thank you. Then, well, I guess I have to get them all now so I can complete them. Just no way around it. And Nikolai was so happy about the casting for all of them. Honestly, like the only thing I remember about Nikolai, because I think he's perfectly cast, but he's also in. No, I just unhold that book. It's no longer on my shelves. What's it called? The Minds, Darkest Minds.
Oh, Darkest Minds. Yeah, there is a series like that. Yeah, something. I see the cover, the dark cover with like
with the sort of a trident kind of thing. Yeah. I think it's the Darkest Minds. I'm a native English speaker, and even I say things wrong sometimes. I mean, everyone does. Besides, if we're here to judge each other on each other's language, then what are we doing?
Yeah, that would be wild.
If you go to Jasper's actor's Instagram, he has a video in it. Ooh, I will check that later. Oh, it's also on the Shadow and Bone Instagram. Yeah, that's fair. Lots of French speakers. It's really cool. Land of Stories. I don't know that one.
Oh, me neither.
In terms of TV series, Sliders is the sci-fi version of a Portal fantasy. I mean, if you haven't watched this, Sasha, this sounds like it's for you.
I have not. I don't even think I have ever heard about it.
How did I not realize this? That's true. It is.
It is.
I mean, if you were to stretch it very far, then the idea of entering someone's mind via moths would also be some type of portal thing. If you want to stretch it, meaning that Strange is also a portal fantasy.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah. Narnia.
Yeah.
Throne of Glass? I don't remember that well, but yes.
Dark Materials, yes.
Under the Whispering Door has a portal. Lots of Starless Sea.
That's because they helped me finding the title of the book.
Yeah, sorry, I was behind on comments. Actually don't like Shadow and Bone. I think the lucky thing for me is that I read it sort of at the beginning of reading fantasy, so I did really enjoy it, but if I were to read them now for the first time, I probably wouldn't. If that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Help.
Okay, so the Grishaverse wasn't for her. She tried Six of Crows and Grisha one, but it wasn't like she wasn't like really into them. But she really loved the show. Like the same for me. Like I wasn't a fan of the Grishaverse, like the 3 books. They were still okay. But the show, I was so addicted to it. I found it like perfect, which is not the case most of the time, Usually you're like, oh, I prefer the books. This time, what they did, I was into it.
Yeah. Also, I think that's partly because they added the Six of Crows.
Yeah.
Or the Crows. I actually, one of my best friends who lives in England, she's not a big reader, but she's a big watcher of TV and like movies and stuff. And she literally watched the show and then started reading the books because of the show. So I was like, I will move you to read them. And she actually read them really quickly, which is fun.
Very easy to read. Yeah.
I also love Shadow and Bone, but Six of Crows is my fave so far. Still need to read Crooked Kingdom. Oh, you sweet summer child. Oh, my heart. I will never reread those books for certain reasons, but they're one of my absolute favorites. Yeah. Well, never say never, but it is The Darkest Minds. I read the entire trilogy.
I have not.
Yeah.
There's a movie.
There's a movie. Yeah, I mean I haven't seen it. I think it's with the actress who plays Rue as well in the lead, if I remember correctly.
I don't know.
I will buy anything. Wait to pre-order her next one. You are now my best friend. Anything S.A. Chakraborty, yes. The thing I am most looking forward to this year is the Trail of the Amazons events. All the different Wonder Woman over the years together. Ooh, that sounds cool. This. Speaking is hard, words are evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least I did remember it correctly.
I need to watch it. Was the movie good?
I
Like, if
haven't watched the movie.
has watched it, was it good? Because
Yes.
I added the books to my TBR, like when I joined BookTube, I feel like in 2018, something like that. And I feel like as I haven't read them back then, I don't feel that I will actually enjoy them after everything else that I have read. And me moving into like adult high epic.
Yeah, you're not going to enjoy the books, I think. There's two things I remember about that. I sobbed my eyes out with the second book, at the ending of the second book, and the chapters are so long. Like, the chapters, infinite chapters. It almost feels like in the entire book there's like 4. That's at least what I remember.
Yeah.
Land of Stories, middle grade series about a brother and sister get sucked into a storybook given to them by grandma. That is so cool. Okay, adding this to my TBR.
Land of Stories. There are
Land of
many
Stories.
miniseries for Portal Fantasy.
Is that the wishing spell then?
I don't know.
Yeah, tells the tale of twins Alex and Connor. Through the mysterious powers of a cherished book of stories, they leave their world behind and find themselves in a foreign land full of wonder and magic, where they come face to face with the fairy tale characters they grew up reading about. But after a series of encounters with witches, wolves, wolves, goblins and trolls alike, getting back home is going to be harder than they thought. Okay, putting it on my TBR. It also looks so cute.
Yeah, looking at my shelf, I forgot like something very obvious. Nevermore.
Yeah,
Also
yeah.
Beyond the Black Door as well.
I mean, if you want to, Midnight Neverwood is also a Portal Fantasy.
Yes, it is. It is. I would not recommend it, but it is.
That way. Yeah. If we're talking Portal Fantasy, then Narnia is my one true love. That's fair.
See.
I still haven't watched Shadow and Bone. Yeah. Well, it is really good, and I think the casting is top notch.
Yeah.
Hello. Since or so, 3 of my fans asked me for the books. Yeah. I enjoyed the books. I haven't gotten to the TV show yet. Yeah, me too. There's going to be a 6 of Crows 3 somewhere around down the line. I'm just scared. That was her name, Amanda Stenberg. Also, a graphic novel series by Norwegian authors, Portal Fantasy. I think they were a webcomic on whatever internet page that has webcomics before they were published in print. What is the graphic novel?
Yeah, I want to know, because I want to read more graphic novels.
Me too. I remember the movie being mostly meh.
Aww. Like, I remember, like, when was it? I read, what was the name? In French, it is Lune, like the moon, but it's not that in English. It's like the story of a girl who is gonna have her 16th birthday or whatever, and she's gonna then discover if she's on the good side or the bad side, like the white side or the dark side or whatever. And she actually is in some kind of library, and apparently she gets attached to a human that's involved in the story or whatever. I cannot remember what it is. Stardust. No, it's not. It's not that movie. The one I'm talking about. But
Oh,
Stardust is also part of fantasy, as is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman
yeah.
and Coraline as well.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
Yeah, I think this is something similar. Like when it comes to movies, it's the same probably with The Fifth Wave. That also didn't do well. The movie, that is. Land of Stories is so good. I think I put it on my TBR.
Yes,
Beautiful Creature.
that's the movie I'm talking about. Yes, it is. I watched the first movie or whatever, and I
Yeah.
was laughing so much. I was like, okay, no.
My parents actually enjoyed that movie, and I was like, well, Mom, it's a really bad movie when you compare it to the books.
I mean, I haven't read the books, so I feel like have I read them? I don't know, but like Aragon, I'm a huge fan of Aragon. I started rereading it. I'm not a fan of it as much as I was back in the days, but I'm sorry, the movie. I cried at that movie. How disappointed I was.
I
Like
loved it.
seriously, I cried because the whole
But
process of Fira growing up and then
yeah.
actually learning to talk to each other, learning words, learning whatever, and she just went up the sky, get down, hi, I'm Safira.
That's true. That's true. I have to say that I haven't like I read parts of the book after that, so that's probably why I loved the movie because I didn't know that much about the books.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
even Christopher Paolini, so the author, was like, "Yeah, I'm so ashamed of that movie. If I could remake it, I would, but I don't have
Oh,
the money or whatever for it." But he was like, "Oh no, don't talk to me about the movie. I don't want to talk about
movie? There's no movie.
even
Also,
him."
this is good to note. I didn't know this, so good to note.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't
I
know that.
didn't know that. Yeah. Sorry if I'm missing comments. There's so many. Sandman has some portal elements throughout, especially Game of You. Gaiman has written quite a few. I mean, I wonder why he's one of your favorite authors, Sasha.
You know, I didn't know back then. I just love how weird he is and how everything is kind of different from everything else I have read. And I love, he's like a true storyteller and he can come up with the weirdest shit. I will enjoy it, even if I don't understand it. It's just like Neil Gaiman is above. Yeah.
To be fair, the Fifth Wave first book is so good. Second one doesn't sucks. I mean, that's fair. I feel like the movie itself didn't do great either.
Mm.
I mean, you're not alone.
No, it was so bad. It was so bad.
Book was so much better.
Yeah.
Disappointing movie. So yeah. My sister read the entire Beautiful Creature series last year and loved it. I mean, it would be fun to reread sort of series you loved earlier on. Like I'm tempted to reread the Fallen series by something Kate something.
Yeah.
The Percy
Yeah.
Jackson movies are horrible. I mean, they are, but if you see them, separate, I really love the actor that plays Grover. I think he's really funny.
Actually, I watched the movie before reading the first book, which I've read for the first time last year, I believe, or 2 years, no, 2 years ago. I've read like Percy Jackson, the first one, and I actually enjoyed the movie, the first movie I watched. And then I started reading the book, and I was so shocked because it is actually middle grade, and I expected it to be YA because of the movie,
Yeah,
and I was like so confused. But yeah, so it happens. I didn't
I
read it.
actually watched it in German.
Oh.
The movie. I watched the movie in German. Makes it a hell of a lot funnier.
I will try, but I
Just
don't have enough vocabulary to understand.
it was hilarious. The book was so much better. I think this was Aragon.
Mm.
Oh, I remember Beautiful Creatures now. I watched 5 minutes of it and turned it off because I couldn't do it with it. I mean, that's fair. Shadow and Bone was one of the first books I bought because of BookTube. I haven't read it and hauled it. Then got Six of Crows for Christmas. I mean, Six of Crows is better.
It is.
Like Rick Riordan and Percy Jackson movies.
And
yeah.
it's also sort of fantasy in some way. So
Yep. Blew up and I will die mad about it.
Yep.
It's your time to shine.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I am excited, but I haven't watched season 1 because I want to read the book first.
Yeah,
But I am.
Lauren Kate. Thank you. That was Lauren Kate.
Mm.
Got to see Neil Gaiman read a story live at a variety show once. He got such a perfect voice for audiobooks.
But he
That's
does
cool.
the audiobooks, like for his books, and he's just like, even like sometimes I'm gonna watch videos or whatever, or he has a class about how to write, how to be a storyteller, whatever, and I would pay just to hear him talking for hours. Like I just love it. It's like Neil deGrasse Tyson. I love listening to him. Like I just love. So yeah.
Yeah. Fifth Wave trilogy went downhill after book 1. Yeah, I heard that. I started book 1 once and then wasn't interested. DNF'd it. Never continued. Gaiman also narrated an extra episode of Lucifer. One of those shows that I know I love, I just haven't watched yet. I watched like 2 episodes of it.
It's so good.
I know.
I love it.
I know. I just rarely watch TV.
Mm.
Okay, so I watched both Percy Jackson movies before I started the series, and I loved the movies, but as an adaptation of a book, it's not great. Same thing. Yeah. Can we all universally agree that one of the best remakes of a book is Catching Fire? Because there's only like tiny things that they've altered. Other than that, the book is like the same.
I would say Lord of the Rings, actually.
Yeah, but they had a lot more hours, so that doesn't count.
I would say Lord of the Rings.
Also, I haven't read nor watched The Lord of the Rings, so that goes into show.
Oh my gosh, it's like not knowing about Narnia. It's like a classic. You need to watch it.
I tried watching it multiple times, and then I tried watching The Hobbit, and after an hour of people just talking to each other, I was like, nah, I'm out. Moving on.
You broke my heart.
Sorry. But it's like, you have those things where you're like, you know that you should, technically speaking, love it, because I'm a fantasy addict, but I just don't. I don't. It was a story he made up about ducks who gamble. Perfection. Pratchett and Gaiman was such a god tier combo. I mean. Okay. So I'm going into the shouty capitals now. Not watching Lucifer to say I know. I'm sorry.
It's really good and really addictive.
I am now thinking of something I can say I've watched to make it up to you. But my mind is drawing a blank.
Have you watched what did I watch recently that I really loved? The Arcane?
I watched The 100. I watched Shadow and Bone. There.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
I mean, I haven't even watched The Witcher yet because I want to read the books first.
Yeah, same. So I cannot judge you on that.
Oh, at least I'm not the only one who thinks Catching Fire. Oh gosh.
I don't think I have watched it. So now you can come.
Here we go. Sometimes I wonder why you guys are subscribed to me. Right now is one of those times.
Yeah.
Catching Fire is great. Yeah, it is. I'm with Sasha, Lord of the Rings. I mean, I will agree on it. I will watch it before I die. Does that give you solace?
Yeah, I'm
I'm not
fine with
saying
it.
anything about the books though.
Yeah, they
Those
are.
movies are everything. Oh, I don't know that one.
Mm-mm.
You know what is also really true to the book adaptation? The Pan one, like the
Oh
Pan's
yeah,
Labyrinth movie.
it is. It is.
I think it's French. Is it French? It's French,
No,
right?
it is Spanish, I believe.
Spanish. My bad.
But you were
I
not
think it's by Guillermo del Toro, I think.
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah. He also did Shape of Water, which is a
Yeah, Crimson
beautiful.
Peak, I think.
What?
Crimson Peak too, right?
Yeah, I think. But Shape of Water, I feel like you would actually enjoy the book and the movie.
I mean, I have to be honest with you. The only reason I watched Crimson Peak was because of Tom Hiddleston.
I mean, whatever the reason is, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I rewatched Lord of the Rings with my mom over Christmas, and it was amazing. Those films still stand the test of time, production-wise. We won't talk about the Hobbit films. My middle school teacher forced the class to watch Lord of the Rings so he could take us to the cinema for The Hobbit. They came out during my 3 years in middle school. That is awesome, though. That's such an amazing memory.
Yeah, but still, middle school for Lord of the Ring, I feel like
That's
it's
quite
maybe
young.
a bit young, but I mean, amazing. But
I also think that his Dark Materials show is really good, while the OG Cold and Compass was quite hideous. Oh, that movie was so bad. Like it was enjoyable, but it was a bad movie.
yeah, I haven't watched the show.
It's not
Mm.
just me. Thank
I
you.
watched it, but I would not compare Lord of the Ring to The 100.
No, me not.
Like the comparison was just like, no.
That was the first thing that popped into my mind that I was like, yeah, I really enjoyed this. The ending was bad though, but that's we won't talk about it. With the books at first because the German translation is so bad. Oh no.
Oh yeah, like I watched it and I watched all the episode in one day, or one day and a morning, like 1 day and a half or whatever. And then I started rewatching it. I got obsessed with everything in it, the music, whatever, and I started drawing on my iPad, trying to reproduce like everything that I saw. Because when you start drawing or whatever, and you see their style, and you see all the little details that make them different from others, I was just like blown away. It's just amazing, like truly. And the story, whatever. I don't know League of Legends. I don't know it, but I still really enjoyed Arcane. So you should watch it as
I will add it to my never shrinking to be watched list
yeah.
because I don't watch TV. Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Jurassic Park is also
The
my
OGs though, they're definitely better than the new ones. I love the new ones, but the old ones. Chef's
yeah, I
kiss.
agree. But Jurassic Park is definitely something I grew up with. And I know I can do the dialogues.
We're sub to you so we can tell you we're disappointed in you, but stick around for the potential growth.
That is a bit harsh, Mariana, but kind
I
of.
mean, I love you too. It's good.
Oh yeah, I really
NCIS.
enjoyed that show.
Yes. NCIS. I love that one. Also Criminal Minds, people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I
Absolutely.
love murder, so what did you expect?
Yeah. Yeah.
Spanish, one of my faves of all time. It's really good. Really good. Have you read the Ruby Red trilogy? I read the first book. Del Toro also did the first two Hellboy adaptations. I forgot about that. That's true.
Absolutely adored the movies.
Yeah. Pan's Labyrinth. Del Toro was supposed to direct The Hobbit, and I mourn for what we lost when we left. That would have actually made it better.
I mean, it was already super good, but he would have added some twist or some even more creepiness. to the story.
I mean, have you seen the scenes of Benedict Cumberbatch sort of in his like suit with all types of headgear, just running around on all fours doing Smog? That was hilarious. Like, I don't know anything about The Hobbit, but that's peak entertainment for me.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like hilarious. I watched Lord of the Rings when I was 6, became immediately obsessed. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I was 13 when I started middle school. Oh, fair.
And
Yeah,
also,
Lord
I
of the
don't know what
Rings.
middle school is in all the countries. You know what I mean?
For us, middle school is like age 4 to 12. For me,
Oh,
at least. Yeah. It's like basisschool. Like middle school. That's.
oh, for me, primary, like it's
Oh
primary
no, that's primary school.
elemental school. So it starts like at 5, 6 till 11, 12.
We don't
And then
have
you
it.
have kindergarten, which is before. And then you have like secondary school from 12 to 18.
Yeah. We don't have middle school, I think. It's just primary school, high school. Or my no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 and 6. Do you have 6 and 6?
6 and 6?
6 in primary and 6 in secondary?
No, we actually have 8 years in primary school and then either 4, 5, or 6 in high school. That depends on your level.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like in Bosnia, we have 8 years in primary school, then 4 years of high school.
Yeah, that's probably similar, but it depends. Like I had 6 years of high school because of my like we have 3 different sort of levels of high school, and then the shortest one, like it's weird to say lowest, but technically speaking, it is the lowest. Is 4 years, and then 5, and then 6. Basically, that's for people who really want to work with their hands, and then for sort of the more academics, then you have the 6 years.
Yeah.
Because they usually have more courses, more language courses as well.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Shadowhunters books, but the TV show I did not like. I mean, I feel like the cast of the film was too old, but some of the cast in the series was just annoying.
I just watched the movie and the show just to laugh.
Sorry, but Jamie Campbell Bower, even though I know he's a little bit too old, was the perfect Jace, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
Which one was it? Like in the movie? Or
one. The movie one. He's definitely better than the TV show one.
Yeah, less cringy.
Yeah. And I love Magnus in the TV show. Magnus and Alec make the TV show less unbearable.
Yeah. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, me too. I gave up on the 100 at the end of the 4th or 5th season. That's a fair, very fair. That last season. No. The Thor the Hobbit would have had Brian Bless as Thor, and I am still mad we didn't get it. That's so sad. More arcane love.
Yeah. We've been talking a lot. I don't know if people you mind us.
Yeah. There's just so many comments.
I mean, I don't mind it as long as everyone don't mind talking to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what should we do? Should we sprint? Shall we keep talking a little bit more? What do we think? Because there's a lot to unpack here. A lot of comments coming in.
Maybe try to go through the comments that are not like repeating things or something.
Oh, weren't there in German, the Ruby Red movies? Because there's a German book. It's a translated book, actually. The Ruby Red. I think the original title is Robijn Rood. Basically the same. And then I think her name was Kirsten Kergier or something along those lines.
I don't know.
Sorry, my love language is being a low-key savage. I love you. It's good.
We're Slavic. We're straightforward. Like
I mean, I'm Dutch. I'm also straightforward, so we're good. Jamie Campbell Bower's really good. Yeah. Had in common where they had perfect actors for Simon. That's true. Yeah, I agree on that one. At least that's the thing. Jamie Kimmelbauer was the best Jace, and I love pretty much most of the movie cast. Yeah, that's true. I agree. See, I wasn't completely out of my mind.
Wait, how did you pronounce the last name? Hier?
Gier, yeah.
Gier.
Kerstin Gier.
Yeah, I did not understand that. That's why when I visit like press and people were talking like in Dutch, I was like, what the heck? I don't understand the words that you say, but it's just the accent. Like I would say gear.
Yeah. No, Gier, yeah. I mean, I feel like German, I am able to speak German, just not as fluently as Dutch and English, but it's a lot more like glottal. Like it's a lot lower down when it comes to pronunciation than Dutch.
Yeah.
We have to sleep over part of the sprints. Yeah, no, I have to work tomorrow. Question for Sasha.
No and yes. So whatever language I speak, I have an accent, and I don't speak any language perfectly. So let's put that out there. When I grew up, I first learned Bosnian and Slovenian, Croatian, Serbian, and then I learned French and Dutch, then Spanish, English. So I don't speak any language perfectly, and I have an accent, whatever the language I speak. So that's the story of my life. And that's just so
we
weird.
love you anyway.
Yeah, but that's just so weird to say because whatever language, I'm gonna have an accent or whatever, and then you hear my brother and sister who speak like perfectly French with an accent when they speak Bosnian, which is the opposite of me. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I grew up with many different languages at home, so yeah, that's also like something I didn't know. Like when you're 7, let's say, you know 5,000 words, but if you speak 4 languages at at home, you don't know 7,000 words for like per languages, but just all the languages together. So even my vocabulary is not what it should be because I grew up with many languages. So yeah, that's something I didn't know.
That's really interesting, actually, from a linguistic point of view. So apparently, Ruby Red also came out in English as a movie.
Oh.
Apparently, I sound Dutch when I sing in German. That's cool.
I mean, that's not a bad thing, yeah.
So you were right about the. I mean, sorry, I never said I'm not German. I can pronounce Dutch.
I mean, I'm not German. I should not say I speak Dutch. I speak Flemish.
Very different. I have a very funny story speaking of Flemish because long time ago, very tiny Esmay, even tinier than I am now. I'm still tiny, but tinier Esmay, actually went to Disneyland with her parents. And there we met, I think, 2 sisters who were from Belgium. So they spoke Flemish. And I literally at one point went to my parents, and my parents were like, "Why are you speaking like that?" And I was attempting a Flemish accent, and my precise words were, "I have to speak like this, otherwise they don't understand me." Mind you, I was like 5, and I thought, I was nice. I was including people in conversations. All the while people were laughing behind my back, and it's still a story that people share, so I thought I would share it with you so you can
but it
laugh.
is cute. It is cute.
Yeah, it's very funny. Kirsten Gier is like gear.
Yeah, gear.
Gear.
Oh, it's a gear.
Yeah.
Gear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I took German for 5 years and had to do an exam my last year of it. I have never been happier to get a 2 on anything in my life. Oh, the first passing. Oh, right, that's the other way around. I was like, a 2?
Yeah, it's not like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go up to 10, so I was like. But that's really, really, really nicely done. Is that? Do you also then go up until to the 20 or to like the 10 is the lowest? I'm curious. My granddad was from Croatia, but he never spoke to us in... Is that... Do I pronounce it as Serbo-Croat?
It's Serbia-Croat, like Serbia-Croatish,
Yeah,
like
okay.
the spoken here. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the thing is that we
language.
try to do that because when I went to school in French, at home, my dad was not speaking French at all. So as a kid, how do you do your homework in French?
Oh, that's difficult.
Yeah, see, I did fine at school. Like I really did fine or whatever. But it's the whole thing that it's just like weird when you think about it now. But yeah.
People who speak multiple languages are so impressive to me since I only speak English. I mean, honestly, it's just whatever you're grown up with. Like, I feel like it's all fine as long as we can communicate with each other. English is just the easiest to communicate in because a lot of people know English. Not that English is an easy language, though. Definitely not. But I think it's, in general, like, I love the way in which native English speakers can play with their own language. There are so many fun little perks and things, and I don't know. I just love whenever you are able to play with language, whether that is your own language or another language or whatever.
But I feel like knowing several languages, it's also a very European thing.
Yeah, it is.
We have like it is. Languages, like just in Belgium, we speak French, Dutch, French, Flemish, and German. Like we have 3 languages. In Switzerland, it's also the same. Like you have German, you have French, you have Italian. So we have so many languages in small Europe, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and then you have sort of the clusters of languages as well. Like from the top of my head, Dutch is a Germanic language. Same goes for German. So it would be logical to be able to pick up certain things in a language that is sort of close to your own. Fun fact, English used to be a Germanic language. It is no longer a Germanic language, but that happened because history. This is my degree. This is interesting. This is interesting to me. But just so you know.
Yeah.
But I think that's also why, like, same thing. It's not the same language, but a lot of languages, same goes for like Portuguese and Spanish.
Yeah.
There's overlap here and there, and it's like close together, but it's not the same thing, which is also why, for example, for Dutch speakers, German is easier to learn than French. Because it's close together.
Yeah, when I worked in Croatia, like I didn't know any German or whatever, and I was actually talking Dutch, Flemish, whatever, to German people. And when they were talking like super slow or writing down the words, I could actually understand. And that's how I learned a little bit of like German, thanks to my Dutch, if that makes any sense. So yeah. I totally get that.
Studied a lot of language for upper school, but I get them mixed up all the time. I can get that. That's impressive, though. I was told during my 5 years of taking German that I sounded Danish, and being Norwegian, that's fun, as we do make fun of how Danes speak. Oh no! Oh. I mean, apparently, something that we do here in the Netherlands is that we have different regional dialects. And we basically, the main differences between the east side of the country and the west side of the country. And I'm born and raised in the east side of the country, and my dad is from this part, but my mom is from the west side of the country. And anywhere I went, people would go, "Are you from the west side of the country?" And I'm like, "Nope, east side, very close to the German border," which was always very funny. We go from 1 to 6, and 1 is a fail.
Oh, see, it's like in Bosnia. In Bosnia, it's 1 from 5. 5 means that you got 100%, and 1 means that you failed. So it's the same in Bosnia. Makes sense.
Yeah. I had German in high school, and in my entire school year, there were only 3 passing grades for the final oral exam, and I was one of those, luckily. Wow, that's impressive.
Wow.
I actually did best on my German exam of the entire year. And my German teacher literally told me, and she was like, "You did best." I was like, "Well, that's the first." Because I was not the best. My parents didn't speak French. My dad was a math teacher, so I guess we did a bit of that with him, but otherwise I never asked them for help. I mean, that's fair. My German is hella rusty. Never went far enough with papiamento. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Shranantungo?
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Or Japanese.
Yeah.
I find languages that have a different alphabet from ours to be so challenging, like Japanese, Korean, Chinese.
Yeah.
Also understand some basic Japanese or Korean because I watch so many anime and Korean drama series.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
fair.
Korean it's way easier than Japanese because Korean has like an half alphabet like ours, like with a certain number of letters or whatever. While Japanese, like they have so many sounds. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but I know that friends were learning Korean and they had like an alphabet, an actual alphabet, like with 25 letters or something like that. So it seemed easier. But yeah.
Went for a walk. That's fair. Like the French make fun of how the Belgians speak French. Yeah.
And vice versa. And also, like, I always lived on the Dutch side of Belgium, but always went to school in Brussels. But I work on the French side. So I'm mixing up like so many things. And where I work, they do make fun of the way I pronounce things. So it's like even within the same country. So, yeah.
I mean, the Dutch make fun of the way that Belgians speak Dutch, Flemish. Well, we don't, but some people do. Germanic, Romance language, Latin-based, Slavic, Greek, English, largely a hybrid are the language groups I can recall from Europe. Yeah, from what I remember, true. Norwegian is Germanic, and we can easily understand Swedish and Danish, as they are all similar. We have 3 official languages. It's now Norwegian, Dano-Norwegian, and Sami. That is really interesting. I know quite a bit about the history of the English language because of the fact that I studied English, but other than that, I don't know enough. My mother's from Amsterdam, my dad is from Friesland. That's funny, in the sense that it's such like a big divide. Like, if for those of you who don't know, Friesland actually is the only province here in the Netherlands that has their own language, Frisian. Frisian is an official language here. And Amsterdam is on it's the capital of the country. It's on the west side, and the dialect and the language Frisian is very different, very different. Oh, okay, that's fair. Meanwhile, Icelandic is very close to Old Norse tongue. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm studying Korean, and the alphabet was really easy to learn for me. My brother is learning Japanese, and he's dying because of the different writing systems. Don't they also write from right to left instead of left to right? If I remember correctly.
I think they can write in whatever sense like they want. Up, down, down, up, whatever. I think they can mix it up.
That's real cool. And very confusing in my mind. I can make myself understood in German, but I've forgotten all about the grammar. Knowing German was great for my old job because of the tourist season. That's lots of tourists. Shall we do one more short sprint to round it off?
Yes.
Sorry, we've been talking so much. We literally just asked the question, like, do we want to read or do we want to talk? And there's more comments came in, so I took that as a more talk, less reading.
I mean, that's fine to talk, like.
Yeah.
I mean, it means that we're not that annoying, so that's good.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, there's still 50 people here sticking along with us, so thank you all for being here so much. Shall we do 15 minutes?
Okay.
20 or 20?
20.
20.
I said 20.
I'm going to be dead tomorrow at my job, but that's okay. This is true, though. It's such an interesting subject. That's very true.
Yeah.
I only got to join for a couple of minutes, but gonna go because I have an exam tomorrow. Good luck. You got this. You got this. Fingers crossed for you.
Yeah.
All right. I will see you in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Your mic is not on.
Sorry. Hello. What are you doing? I have cat.
Aww.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hello. Hello.
Say hello, Luna. Well, Luna is broken. How did you do?
I'm on page 106.
Ooh,
I did good in 3 sprints.
you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm loving it so far. It
Oh,
took a really interesting twist, so I'm intrigued. Oh,
I am angry
why are you angry?
because she's not getting more treats.
Oh,
Also, look at her tail. She can rattle it. It's really weird. Luna, do that with your tail. Luna? Can you see that?
it's like a snake.
Luna, what do you met that? It's so funny. Luna?
It's
Alright.
like a snake.
Yeah, she's our little snake.
That's
I
cute.
actually just reached part 3.
Oh,
Part 3. The doors that open, the doors that close. Also, I didn't know that there were illustrations in here.
yes.
There's like a couple.
In all the books.
Yeah, I read the audios, so
I know.
I will have to reread them now. Mother, I crave attention.
Oh.
Yeah, it's more like Mother, I crave food.
Yeah.
Hey, Luna? Yeah? If you hear meowing in the background.
We know it's Luna and not you.
Yeah. Just randomly go meow. Barely read anything this one, but at least I got some. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Maleficent 7. This is also really good. Changed your bedding. I always procrastinate doing that. 13 pages. 6 pages. Everyone's doing so well.
Yeah.
Luna Mooney. That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. The only difference is this one is way too grumpy.
Aww. But she's cute.
But you cute though. She's doing the tail thing again. You're cute though. Very cute. Mother, no. She does not sound happy. Yeah, that's because she's not. You just wait until I actually go to bed and then she sleeps on top of me. Another 53 pages. That said, I think this will be it from us. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you had fun with both the reading and the chatting, because we did quite a bit of that too.
Always, I feel.
Yeah, we should dial it down. But then again, you were all fueling it with comments, so I hope you didn't mind. I hope you didn't mind. If so, let us know and we'll do less talking, more sprinting.
Yeah, well, the better. But there are sprints every single day this week, so
Yes. Tomorrow they're yours, I think.
yes, on my channel. Yeah, absolutely. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday on Rose channel.
Yeah. It's so much sprinting, so
yeah, it's an intense week.
I mean, I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for being here. I made it so much more fun, and we will see you. What are you doing?
And we will see you. What are you doing?
Sorry, I heard something. I was like, it's too quiet in here. I'll figure that out later. Thank you all so much for being here, and we will see you tomorrow, hopefully.